we never really can tell a person's true intentions. Let's say somebody comes into your circle. We never can really tell a person's true intentions or what they're trying to get from us or use us for. Now, let's say you're just doing your own thing, minding your own business, and somebody that you know, somebody you might work with, or whatever the case, let's say that they they start to become very fond of you. So you might kick it with them, hang out, but you see things is um not really working like you would have imagined. That reminds me of a story. Um, I was at a contract job in Memphis, and a dude that worked there with me, he wound up he asked me for a ride home one day from the job after my clique had already left. So I'm like, all right, cool. So I started bringing him back and forth to work. Um, After work, we would always go by the store, grab a few beers or whatever, just kick it outside the hotel for a little while and wind down from the day. Now, the problem is, this guy that I'm talking about, him and his boy, never cool dude or whatever, but they would they would alternate buying, some beer. Um, they would buy a 12 pack. One would buy it one day, one would buy it the next day. So when I started giving them rides, it got to the point where he said, "Oh well, let's just alternate. So now you don't have to buy beer every day." I'm like, all right, whatever. So now that's three people on the 12 pack. That gets you 4 beers apiece. You know, unless somebody didn't want all four. But the problem is, 4 beers that wasn't enough for me. I know. I was in my low vibrations. But whatever the case, let me get back to the story. So after 4 beers, like I still wanted more. So I was usually going back to the store after the beer was done. So one day, like, enough was enough. So I said to dude, I'm like, yo, I'm gonna start just buying my own beer like I used to do. But like when I said that to him, like his face, like he got so mad. I didn't understand why. Like that leaves more beer for you and your boy, and that gives me enough beer to drink to get to where I wanted to be at. So, long story short, there was one afternoon. We got off work. Everybody's chilling. They got their beer. I got mine. But they had ran out. I think it was a weekend or something like that. So we didn't have to work the next day. And like he seen I had extra beer because somebody wound up giving me a cooler. So he felt entitled enough to go into my cooler and take my beer. I'm like, what are you doing, bro? Like, nah, we're not doing that. low vibrational shit. Like we wound up getting into a fight. He beat my ass. Like, you know, it is what it is. Like, you win some, you lose some. So it was over with or whatever. I went to go, you know, piece it up or whatever. He like, oh nah, blah 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 blah. I'm like, all right, cool. Like at that point, I ain't got shit else to say to you. Fast forward, I moved on to the next job site. You know, I'm outside my hotel, getting my sip on or whatever. He gets sent to that site. First thing he do, oh, he asked one of my boys that was with me from the other site. He's like, yo, he asking for beer. Funny how the tables turn. My boy like, oh nah, this only one I got. But the guy couldn't even look me in my face. So so when my boy wound up, he had left. So then this guy that I got in a fight with, he's like, yo, my bad, I apologize, I'm so sorry. You could fight me right now, whatever. I'm like, nah, I'm cool. I tried to piece it up with you. You didn't take my peace offering, so it is what it is. At the end of the day, he's like, yo, he's like, damn, yo, I'm sorry that I mean, ain't no hard feelings. Like I can't fuck with you no more, and it didn't even have to get to that point. So if I was to fight him back, that wouldn't have did nothing. So my point being, me just disconnecting from him like completely now, that did more damage than me if I was to say fight him back and beat him up or whatnot. At the end of the day, if if you have a situation with somebody and you see that things are not going how you like, if you see things that you don't agree with, if you see it's not beneficial to you just like it's beneficial to them, do your best to disconnect. Like even with the story I just told, I could have handled that differently. Hindsight is always 2020. You know, I could have just stayed in my room. I could have found somewhere else to wind down after work at. I could have did anything, you know, but I didn't. At the end of the day, it's a life lesson. So, are you learning from things, or are you still making the same mistakes over and over again? Because if you are, you're not learning anything. Everybody take care, stay blessed.